So I'm here today to talk to you about legal highs. For anybody that knows, legal highs are sold in little shops, you know, where you can get like bongs and weird sex toys and all that kind of crap. Yeah, they're in those sort of like head shop things. They're sold in like little packagings. They're called like weird names like K and White, China White or whatever it's called nowadays. And they're basically legal versions of illegal drugs. So, you know, you got your powders, you got your pills, you got your herbal stuff that's supposed to be like cannabis, but it's actually nothing like it. And, you know, they're basically legal ways of getting high. But they're not, just because they're legal doesn't actually mean that they're safe. They sell them, they get away with it by selling them in little packets, and they basically put on the back, not for human consumption. You know, because that's how they get away with it. You know, people are dying from it, and that's how they get away with it, putting not for human consumption on the back, which is a load of shit. And they usually call it like plant fertilizer and bath salts and stuff like that. It's really, really, really not good for your body. I just wanted to tell you today that, but yeah, they're really bad. I used to do them quite a lot, like when I was a bit younger, 2 years ago, but I think I started using them when I was about 16. And the first one I tried was called Methadone, which I tried at a party that I used to go to. This guy's flat, we always used to go to his parties, I used to try that. And you know, I thought it was all fun. I felt like Effie off the Skins. I was dancing around off my head, and I thought it was fun. And then over time I started like trying different legal highs. I tried the powders, tried the pills, all different kind of stuff. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it was like good fun. And I look back and I think I was really stupid, but I did have good times. But the thing is you don't realise until it's too late not to do it anymore. Like, the reason I've got my anxiety and the reason I take tablets now is because of a legal high. You know, all it takes is to do it once, and then, you know, your life is just completely different. I mean, I was quite lucky to only have a panic attack, because there's lots of other stories about people having seizures, people like getting the symptoms of MS, which I think is when, I don't know, I think it's when like your bones all start to get all frail and stuff and you can't move properly. People were starting to get symptoms of MS, obviously people were dying, really not good stuff. None of it's actually safe, like anything can happen to you. The one that made me have a panic attack was just like one of the herbal ones, which was really surprising, because before that I was taking it on a regular basis. I never took it on a regular basis. I was never like addicted to it or anything like that. It was just like a party thing, you know, good thing you did with friends. I was never doing it on my own or anything like that. I never had a problem with it. But yeah, the stuff I did before were like the sniffy ones and all that crap, and they cost like 20 quid. But the one that gave me a panic attack was just like a herbal thing in a tube, which I thought would not do anything, and it was £5. But I suppose, you know, you sort of, you get what you pay for basically, I suppose. Maybe because it was cheap, it was filled with more shit than what the actual... I'm just here to sort of give some advice. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say don't do it, because, you know, everyone experiments and stuff. But just keep it in limitations, because I can't stress enough like how much you only need to fuck up on it once, and like your life is completely different. Like my life like was completely different. I mean, I'm okay now, you know, but for about a year it was hell. Just having panic attacks and stuff, and reliving that was awful. So it just takes once, and then, like, you know, you might even die. So it might take once and then you're dead, which is the reality of it there. I've got friends that have taken it which don't take any of them anymore, because obviously they got a bit fucked up as well. Yeah, I've just heard loads of stories about people having seizures, and wanted to express from someone who's done it, not just someone, you know, when you go to those, when people come into your school and say, oh, don't do drugs, don't do this. Something is, I mean, you don't know what they are anyway, you don't know what's in them. Scientists still don't know what's in them. They're actually saying that illegal drugs are probably safer than these legal ones, which is definitely not good. yeah, make sure you know what you're actually taking before you take it, like know the name of it and look around you and see how other people are acting on it. Because you can get like legal highs that are substituting for stuff like heroin. And you know, you really don't want to go down that path. Even though it's not heroin, you don't want to try something that's like heroin. It can be fun, but it's not really worth it in the long run. Because I feel okay now, so if I wanted to go back to it, if I wanted to, I probably could, but I don't want to because I don't want anything like that to ever happen to me again. And you know, I would actually say that panic attacks are quite a lucky result of what could have happened. So yeah, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying just be careful, because I know that quite a lot of you are quite young, so you might get tempted and stuff like that. And they do actually ban some legal highs, but then it goes back to the lab, they tweak it like a tiny little bit, call it something different, and then they send it back to the shop and it's perfectly legal again. So if you think that all of the dangerous ones are taken off the market, you're wrong. They're just tweaked a tiny little bit and they're back out there, ready for you to ingest into your brain.
I want you to know that it's our time.